Battlefield 6 has accomplished the impossible in making a battle royale feel like it's 2018 again. And that accomplishment seems to have divided the internet into a multitude of sides over if this is a good or a bad thing. So prepare yourself, because I'm gonna give my honest, unfiltered, and very biased opinion. I think to start though, first I need to define to all of you why I believe Battlefield 6 RedSec plays like an OG battle royale. For starters, the quite obvious big elephant in the room is the fact that there is a very heavy restriction on movement. The fastest you can ever go is by sprinting with a knife, and from there, guns will end up slowing you down. And the main effect of this is the quote movement demons being severely hindered when it comes to engaging you in a fight. Gone are the days of someone running circles around you, bouncing off the walls and jumping through the ceiling only to absolutely one pump you with a shotgun. Instead, those are replaced with slower, more gritty tactical engagements which rely more on strategy and gunplay combined. And if you were around in 2018, you'd probably recognize that as basically the similar feeling to how it was in old Fortnite. I mean, keep in mind, this was an era before the movement update and people could barely build. Now, granted, it's not a true experience because Battlefield 6 does still provide vehicles, but honestly, I think that's a pretty positive addition. The way they all function, at least in my eyes, is pretty balanced, and the limited ammo means you can't just go absolutely crazy killing everyone in the lobby. Not to mention the game giving plenty of opportunities to the players to destroy vehicles with all the anti-tank and anti-vehicle drops. Overall, combining the slower pace with the fact that there's no third-party mechanic to alter the outcome of a gunfight, like the $70 full game, once again, Battlefield 6 has taken a beloved mode in gaming, identified what made that mode so great, and doubled down on those mechanics while refining them for the modern age. So now that we've established what makes Battlefield feel like an OG battle royale, it's time to defend it with my life. In my personal opinion, I believe that Battlefield 6 should only have a main mode. No casual separation, no competitive separation, that goes for both the multiplayer and the battle royale. And honestly, I can get why people might want bots in their game mode, or at least some way to get positive feedback in a short amount of time. But if you're constantly being lied to when told that you're better at something than you actually are, the only thing it's gonna serve to do is just inflate your ego. It's not like it's actually gonna raise your skill at the game. And I think what a lot of people forget about the early era of battle royales that made it so special was that there was a beauty in the skill gap. It was very difficult to eliminate someone, and even more difficult to get a win. That's why people would post their wins on Snapchat and other social media platforms. Heck, you'd even see people bragging about top 3 and top 5 placements just because it was once again that hard to achieve. And I don't know about you, but personally, as someone with only one RedSec win over the entirety of the game's release, when I get into a top 5 or even top 3 situation, I still consider that match a major win and will feel very accomplished once it's over. Because the strategy I was able to come up with was able to carry me and my teammates all the way to that spot. And I've already mentioned this in plenty of my shorts, but it has been such a refreshing feeling to stare at a defeat screen knowing that I gave it my all and the other person just had a better strategy, better placement, or just better gunplay. There's no beating me in a build battle or running around, jumping, sliding, and doing everything you can to not get hit. It's simply just an answered question of who was better. And I think that mentality right there is something that has been lost in the sea of microtransactions, optimizations, and everything else that's proceeded in this past half decade. And if you want to share those moments with me as they happen, I stream on my main channel, Commander Garius, almost every weekend. And let me know what you think in the comments, refute me, and let me debate you back, because I truly want this game to succeed. Anyway though, thanks for watching, and yeah, peace.